Okay, we are back with Anne with an E, episode 5. I am excited to keep going on the show. This is my braid and old-timey inspired look today. I have some bubble braids and then a little regular braid down here. Again, really the reason that I keep going on this, it's just like the comments. So again, if you're liking these, if you want me to continue, please let me know. I think I am going to do a Patreon for anybody that would like to do that. It will be available, full-length reactions. Unedited. You can watch along with me the whole episode. But yeah, I just want to kind of jump into it and get going. So let's get into Anne with an E, episode 5. Oh damn, we're already in winter. Winter has come. A-M-O-R. I literally don't, like, I didn't even mean to do that. I just barked at that man.
So gorgeous. Ostracized? O-S-T.
Are you talking about that she's ostracizing you, or that she's gonna be ostracized for being taken advantage of by a freaking predator?
Callous.
Oh my god, did she break up with him, probably?
Penitent.
Of course it's Gilbert and Anne in the spelling bee. Of course it is.
Intentions.
I-N-T.
They have to be like, these words aren't that hard. Sounds a little random, a little weird.
Engagement.
Okay, looks like they had a little fight, and his way of solving that is to have...
I should have added an E.
That's adorable. That's fucking adorable. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, what I would do. Oh, what I would do to have a love like this. That man's solution is to propose to this underage girl. Fucking freak. Oh. Oh. And it's okay. It's normal.
If you want to send me to the hospital for the remainder of my days, I will completely understand.
Does she think she's dying?
These kids, the big grosses of my grave.
Anne, you are not dying.
I'm not ready to be a woman.
She's like, being a woman's even worse than death. And I have to agree.
Your cycle is just a few days every month.
Every month.
Oh.
Yes.
I'll go, yeah, I'll go outside. Oh my god. That is so funny. Oh.
I have just caught up with Gilbert.
Period.
With the rest of the class.
Oh my god, they're academic rivals. Not me having, like, tears in my eyes, but being, like, academic rivals. That actress, Geraldine James, I believe her name is, so fucking good. Her whole face transformed just then. Like, that's a kind of softer, even side than we've seen of her, and we've seen some pretty soft sides. That's, like, the vulnerability there. Like, she looked like a different, like, person. That was crazy. Oh my god, it's all adding up.
Mrs. Kincannon will be here shortly.
I'm fine. You're going to school, son.
Oh, yeah, there was something about him and his dad being out of town or something. Maybe it was to get, like, treatment?
No.
Oh my god, I thought the shot of the wheelchair was supposed to be his dad, and I was like, oh my god, he's talking to the ghost of his father. Okay, it's all adding up. He has so much responsibility, things at home aren't great, he had to grow up super quickly, he's dealing with this trauma, he's a caretaker. We love to see it.
The poor Matthew had fled the house well before then. You may not see him for a week.
But poor Kay. You know what I mean? When guys are like that, I'm like, why?
I don't
For
miss
what?
it.
For why?
I'd rather be pregnant than menstruating. That explains all the children.
That was fucking... Oh my god, I love these characters. I love when characters have, like, older characters that are good, and in a dual timeline with younger characters.
My bosoms are growing. And another reason why this is inexplicable. I got mine last
This
year.
is too funny.
Ruby, what's wrong? I'm not a woman. Why don't I have it? This is so inconvenient. A woman's cycle is a shameful thing.
And poor Kay.
It's unmentionable.
And poor Kay.
Why don't you ever understand anything?
Well, because actually she's correct.
We can make a whole person. Where's the
Exactly.
shame in that? Am I the only one who thinks she's out of her mind?
No, it's okay. Society is out of their mind, and they've indoctrinated you and brainwashed you, and Anne just is not in the same camp. So she seems insane, but in fact, you have been made insane by society. We live in a society.
Which provinces comprise the Atlantic Maritime?
God, this is so this whole episode, middle school, early high school triggers.
Was I not speaking loudly enough?
Now, you done pissed me off.
The Atlantic Maritimes.
You know what? I am, however, gonna fix it.
Sometime today.
I hate that man.
Nice boys never say people eat insects.
That's his, yeah.
Tell Gilbert Blythe that I don't need his help.
Oh my god.
Why don't you just tell me yourself?
Period.
I'm right here.
And the hatred is so forced.
You too.
Oh no. Oh no.
Sorry.
Huh. He's off limits because she hates him so much. It's rather convenient.
Yes, I'm aware that it's the afternoon.
Beg your pardon? I'll thank you to mind your manners.
What does that even mean?
If you would like to invite Diana for tea today, you may.
Oh, Merle, you are able to imagine things after all. I'll try to stop longing for things I can never have. I promise I'll try harder.
You can open this little yellow pocket.
Okay, very me-coded. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god, I fucking love Marilla. I love her so much. It's not like Matthew to be mysterious. Is he buying her? What really gets me about that is not even the fact that he's, like, doing it for Anne, but, like, the fact that he's willing to do something that would cause him such discomfort and unease. No. No, now he's gonna spend his money there. Oh my god, he's very much a people pleaser. Very much me, again. Oh my god, she's gonna drink the wrong thing. They're gonna get, like, drunk. Oh my god, and then it's gonna be like, Anne's a bad influence. I knew it!
You could get into the future.
Matthew Cuthbert as I live and breathe.
What is this? A history, a past? An old flame? If Marilla and Matthew can get love interests, I would live. Not that they need them, but... Yeah, no. They're definitely drinking.
I'm gonna make a proclamation.
Anne drunk is a terrifying prospect.
That I love being a
Oh, I love being a woman.
So much to look forward to when we're even older.
That's a way to look at it. Okay.
We have to wear corsets.
Get to?
Her hair is red, and she doesn't care. But I think it's fine.
Does she have a favorite color?
I couldn't
Ooh.
say that. It's her styles.
That's what he was doing in her room.
Would you like to stay for tea?
I like, that is so funny. That just turned me into a literal, like, kindergartner. I'm like, ooh, Matthew and this lady sitting in a tree. If they were a couple, it's very interesting because she's...
So you barely have to say a word. Must be heaven.
She knows him well. Because she's very calm and even and kind of a little quiet, too.
I once left a little something on my desk at school.
Did I?
Oh, Matthew.
You don't remember?
Matthew thinks about it every day of his life, probably. Flash. Flashback to Matthew as a little boy.
We were all so sorry when your brother passed away.
The plot thickens. Oh. Oh my god, it all makes sense. But that makes so much sense. The, like, kind of stunted... Okay. I've been avoiding saying this, but I think it's time. I have been afraid since pretty much the first episode. I just have... Matthew dies, doesn't he? I don't actually answer, but I just have a feeling. And that's horrific, and I'll be destroyed.
Would you like a little lick?
I could fancy that, yes.
Oh my god, Marilla's like, fuck, I kind of want to be sexually active. That'd be cute and fun and flirty. Oh my god, love this for the Cuthberts. It's what they deserve.
I'm sure it's a very dignified thing.
Smash cut, yeah. That's Diana's mom, probably.
I am so powerful. My mind, oh, it amazes me sometimes.
I'm too good, I'm sorry. They are zooted.
Charge is a bad influence on my daughter.
Another one, thank you.
But she didn't know.
Preserve my Diana from the contamination of further intimacy with such a child.
It's not like, you know, you would punish a kid if they, like, intentionally got into the liquor cabinet while you were away and, like, drank some vodka with friends. I don't... I've never done that before, so I don't know, like, vodka just came to mind. Who knows? Who knows what people do? But I don't drink at all. I never have. That's one thing if a kid does that, knowing that it's alcohol, their parents' alcohol that they're stealing. They don't have permission, and they're underage. But that couldn't be punishable. But this is like, it's literally an accident. Oh my god, are they gonna have a little talk about their brother?
Well, yes.
Do you ever think about Michael?
Of course.
Yes.
They obviously don't talk about it, though. But what I was saying forever ago about that, it makes sense because they're kind of stunted. Them being full-grown adults, but never married, in this society especially, but still living together is very much like a stunted growth type of thing. Like, they didn't reach a certain threshold. They kind of, you know, stopped in place, which makes a lot of sense because if something like that happens, something traumatic in that time, it can literally, like, freeze you in that time. And you just don't move past it, really, in a lot of ways. I wonder how he died, though. Is she gonna kiss her? This show is a try not to cry challenge. Oh, and she's probably feeling... Because her brother died young, obviously, so she remembers her brother at a young age and is probably seeing her brother in Anne at that moment as well. Is Diana potentially... Could be a totally wrong call. Either way, it's fine.
Hey, are you queer?
But I don't know.
So this is the eternal farewell. I can never love anyone as I love you. That wait, you love me.
Of course.
Of course I do.
No.
Did you know
Oh.
that? Your memory will shine like a star over my lonely.
I mean, this is funny because it's so dramatic.
Let us touch each other locks of our hair.
And we also know they're gonna be friends still. But yeah, in that moment, I'm sure it feels like that. It's also funny because I think of this and I'm like, girl, nowadays, if this happened, and I was either one of those friends, it would probably just be like well, we'll just kiki without them knowing. Like, we'll just sneak around. We'll be sneaky about it. It wouldn't be like, we must say our farewells for life.
I don't want him falling too far behind. He's my best student.
Does he have to be so
Why is he missing
hostile with every single word that comes out of his mustachioed little...
Scat.
The time, I'm grateful all the time. Oh my god, are they gonna have an emotionally vulnerable moment? Is she gonna see him at a low and comfort him and start seeing him differently?
What wonderful red hair.
Oh my god, did his mom have red hair?
You're the Cuthbert. How's Marilla? Still feisty, I hope.
Is he gonna be mad? Or is he just gonna be a cutie patootie little sweetheart cinnamon roll?
That's for me.
The latter. Walls are being torn down, seeds are being planted. People are warming up. Oh my god, he won't go back. She was looking forward to seeing you, Matthew! You're probably both secretly in love with each other. And just because you haven't dealt with your grievous trauma doesn't mean that she was doing anything wrong by asking about it. It's probably been like 30 years.
Hello, Matthew.
I love how much she trusts him. Like, she's not even like, what are you doing in my room? Is it a color? Is it like blue? Maybe green?
Thank you.
Ooh. Me too, Andrew.
Can we be a little bit late to church so everyone can see me walking in?
I mean, sure, period. So cute. Oh my god, they need to have a father-daughter dance yesterday. And a mother-daughter dance. Oh my god. How is this allowed? How's this allowed on television? Or on streaming? On the air? This is detrimental to people's health and well-being. They should have a public service announcement for this very reason. Okay, so it feels like that a lot happened in that episode. I feel like there's a lot of things that I want to, like, address. It started with Anne getting her period, which is very, you know, funny and relatable, brings you back. Thought, again, the way that Matthew, like, reacted when he was, like, basically, like, running for the hills, I just reject that, because I just don't understand why that's a thing. Like, why is that something to be scared of? But it's not necessarily even men's fault, especially in that time. Because, like those girls were saying, obviously the belief is that it's dirty, unclean, unpure, shameful, unmentionable. So, from that perspective, if everyone sees it that way, which, I mean, I don't know. I think maybe those are deep-seated beliefs that are still a part of society, but has been destigmatized a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, a grown man, and again, this isn't even at Matthew directly, but just the concept in my mind. I'm like, a grown man being like, and not being able to talk and needing to, like, leave a room because he can't, like, hear about a period. It just, like, boggles the mind. It must have been such a bigger deal. There must have been less maybe known about it. Obviously less products to deal with it. Certainly less awareness. Like, if there's such little awareness about sex, it's not like sexual health or sexual education, reproduction is being taught, well, or consistently, or thoroughly, or at all. Who knows? I think it touched on a lot of different things, like the hygiene of it, feminine hygiene products, embarrassment, stigma, as well as physical changes, puberty, and emotional, hormonal changes, you know, all of that. It's just funny because it's like, even to me, I mean, to Marilla, that's a blast from the past, but to me, that's a blast from the past, even. And again, like, I have 2 older sisters, so it just so was not anything. The disgusting little rat man, and I swear to God, if they try and make him, like, likable, like, he's a, like, I feel like he's a sinister man. I feel like something probably happened to him, right, to make him that way. But even if he wasn't literally preying on a child, he's just, I mean, he's the most, like, unpleasant, sarcastic, pompous, arrogant, self-absorbed man maybe ever. Every word out of his mouth is somehow putting other people down. Or if it's not the words that he's saying, it's the tone that he's saying it in. And him, like, doing a weird, like, telepathy thing with the poor girl that's being fucking abused by this man. And, ugh, it really made me sick, because you could tell that he thinks of their relationship as, like, an equal footing. Like, as if he's in a relationship with a woman his age. I don't know how old he's supposed to be. He's actually probably not that old. But what would she be? She'd be, like, 12. I mean, that man has a full mustache. He has to be, like, 20 at least, right? But, like, regardless of the age difference between them, he's still her teacher, so there's already an imbalance of power just right off the bat there. But it seems like this man in his sick little twisted mind both knows and enjoys the power that he wields, but at the same time like in his mind the relationship is just like a normal relationship. Like the way he was talking to her about like whatever happened between them, like whatever fight, I'm assuming, was very much like passive aggressive boyfriend, and like him doing it in public so she has no choice but to hear it, and she actually can't even respond really to him. So he's just making it so that she's literally trapped with whatever he wants to say and do and imply at her with no way of retorting. It was like very much like, you like think that like what you think y'all are like in a relationship. You know what I mean? Ooh. It's not a relationship. Engagement? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That man's sick and I can't stand him. The character does seem a little bit almost like cartoonishly villainous, but you know, love a good cartoon villain once in a while. But the way that they've done it with all these people, it seems like they're very complex and fleshed out. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if they gave us some like devastating backstory about how he was abused or something like that. But it's simply not, or they try and spin it like a, I mean, back in the day, it wasn't that weird because women got married at, 13. I hope they don't do that. No, they wouldn't. Surely they wouldn't. No, I don't think like anything is gonna really like be changing my mind that much. I think there's something wrong with him. You know what I mean? Which it almost implies that something bad happened to him. And I'm sorry for that. And that's terrible. But bad things happen to a lot of people and they don't end up being a predator. Matthew and Marilla potentially having like old flames. Love. Obsessed. Can't wait to see it. Very surprised about their brother. The plot thickens. Can't wait to hear more about that. It makes a lot of sense for them. Because I mean, to be honest, like, it is a little weird that they're like full-grown adults, siblings, living together, never had relationship. It's obviously out of the norm for this time especially. And so I always thought that was interesting, and a little strange. And that makes a lot of sense. Like, them being stunted, them having something traumatic happen when they were young that really kind of threw a wrench in their plans and their life and in their growth makes a lot of sense. I hope to learn more about both of them. I would love to like, oh my god, can we do like a, oh my god, I would love a like growing up series of them. I love that flashback of Matthew. Love to see. Him and that woman, very interesting. What's the history there? What are the feelings? I think it's love. I think it might be love. It gives a little bit of like Grinch somehow. I don't know if that makes any sense. Does anybody resonate with that? But it gives a little bit of Grinch somehow. But I mean, both of them are just such gems of human beings. Like, and again, Marilla, that actress is, both those actors are very good. The main three of, Amy Beth McNulty, R.H. Thompson, I believe, and Geraldine James, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. That trio, they're all spectacular. They're really good. But like Geraldine James, this, oh my god, Marilla, just that one facial expression like fucking blew my mind. So I'm obsessed with the Cuthberts. Has there ever been a better family? I don't know. I truly don't know. Diana and Anne like accidentally getting drunk. Saw that coming from a mile away. It was funny. I had never considered what Anne would be like drunk, and whew, it's a trip. I mean, they've introduced that from the beginning, that Diana's mom is uptight, hard to impress, strict, that type of thing. So that wasn't a surprise to me. And I think I even said it. I think I verbalized. I was like, she's going to think Anne's a bad influence and then ban them from seeing each other. And they were so dramatic, which, period, as you should be. It's just funny because they definitely are going to remain friends one way or another. This is something that bothers me a little bit sometimes in media. People assuming or pontificating about a character being gay or a couple of friends being like in love with each other. Slippery slope. It can go a lot of different ways, right? On Anne's side, I guess the intensity makes more sense. But like, I don't know. I just feel like Diana, it's very intense. Like, very intense. And that could definitely just be platonic. Like, I love my best friends. Like, those are the people, those are ride or dies. Those are the people I want to spend the rest of my life with. And men, who knows what'll happen there, but those are my family. So, like, I get it from that perspective. So I don't mean to, like, imply otherwise or diminish the value of showing a strong female friendship, one that's very emotional, very involved, very passionate, very committed. Because there's nothing wrong with any of that in any type of relationship, right? The way they were like really squeezing each other's hands and like were just so distraught about her being sat a row back, I was just like, it just seems a little much to me. Like, it seems a bit, but it could be just that they're kids and they're fucking dramatic. It could be that Diana, you know, feels very alone in the world and doesn't make real connections and really does connect to Anne. So it feels like that's like the only friend that she has and the only person that truly knows her and accepts her for who she is. And that's it. It hadn't occurred to me, but there was something about the way that that scene went that I was like, could Diana be? Regardless, whatever it is, I'm down. I love it. They're so dramatic, though. I was just like, oh my god. But I don't know. Sometimes it'd be like that. Seeing Gilbert's struggles, love to see it. I mean, I don't love to see it, but I love to see it. You know what I mean? I love getting more background on him, getting more insight. Again, all these things that are being revealed make a lot of sense. They line up with the characters that we've been shown and been getting to know and that have been fleshed out in these past episodes. And it just, like, it aligns really well. It's like, oh, of course. Of course Gilbert is like, of course Gilbert's going through this. Of course Matthew and Marilla had a sibling that died. You know what I mean? Like, it just makes a lot of sense. He's a sweetheart. I mean, he is. I don't know what I expected from him. But he's just been, like, it surprised me. It's been unexpected, his personality, the way that he is, that character. Like, he's very patient. He doesn't hold ill will towards other people, it seems like. He doesn't seem to get angry a lot. Seems to, like, let a lot roll off of him. But, yeah, he's just a little sweetie pie. And I'm really glad that Anne saw that. Because I'm like, girl. He did yank her pigtail, which is kind of crazy. He was doing it because she wasn't talking to him in the first place. That definitely, like, registered as being a mean thing to Anne. I don't think Anne can even conceive that Gilbert might have any interest in her that's not of, like, degradation or humiliation or bullying. You know what I mean? I don't think she can conceive that he might even be interested in her as a person or a friend, let alone a romance. So I guess she just interpreted it that way and has been set in seeing Gilbert that way, but I get, like, tired of it. I'm like, Anne, what did this man really do? You know what I mean? To have such a low opinion of him. And I know it's protective as well, because probably maybe she does feel things already and it's like self-protection there, but it is self-protection and preservation because of the social scene and, like, what that means for the popular guy to be talking to her. She doesn't want to stick out anymore. She doesn't want to cause any more trouble. So I completely understand. But her, like, insistence on him being, like, such a bad person, I'm like, Anne, where's the evidence of this? So I'm glad that she got to see that, got to, in her eyes, Gilbert got to be fleshed out more, given more empathy and more understanding, and we love the seeds being planted. I think that's pretty much it. Those are the, like, big points. But yeah, loved this episode. This was great. I live for it. It had humor, made me tear up many times. The acting's good. The way that they're unfurling the tale and the narrative is really good and peeling back layers and revealing new things, fleshing characters out, fleshing backstories out, home lives. I love everyone, pretty much, except for Demon Man. Demon Mustachio Man. I can't wait to see what happens next. So if you like these videos, please let me know. Again, that is the thing that makes me keep making them. The only reason why I'm even filming, or, like, I get inspired or motivated to film and to edit and to post and do all of that, is because because of the comments. So let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts on this episode, these characters, what you're looking forward to. Is there a good episode coming up? I look forward to whatever it has in store. Okay, so like, subscribe, comment, do everything that, you know, you want to do. And I will see you for Anne with an E, Season 1, Episode 6 next time. Bye!